In today's world where data is so important, it is crucial that we learn how to manage it in the right way. This is where powerful tools like Tableau come in handy. Well, we have already covered the basics of Tableau. This time, let's get to know how we can make most of it. Join Rahul Tiwari in this video where he breaks down the important aspects of Tableau in a simple way. Don't miss the chance to get all your questions answered. Quick note, this video is a part of a series where we cover all the different things Tableau can do. So to explore this topic in depth, do check other videos in this series, link is below.
These are the things which we will learn today. So what are green and blue pill? How to create line chart and apply different filters to analyze the data. How to create area charts in Tableau. Understand the concept of pivoting and use it to create better visualization of box plot. How to create maps with hierarchies in Tableau. How to create pie charts and analyze the data in Tableau. These are some of the things which we will discuss. Some of the things extra will discuss, and some of the things in here which is present we may discuss tomorrow. Right? We'll see that what all things we are covering today. We'll go with the use case and there we'll learn the things. Here are the definition and all. I'm just skipping that. I'll explain that while we will solve the problem. Then this is the line chart, how to apply the filters, the demonstration. This is the area chart, the pivoting part, the box plot, the hierarchies, the maps, and the pie chart. Today what we'll do, today we'll go ahead and understand how to create the dashboards as well. Because at the end I have to tell a story and I want to come up with a dashboard which will have multiple charts, and we'll discuss that. So if you see, this is the business problem which we have. Excited with the progress that you are making in Tableau, your management decided to put you in one more exciting banking project. In this assignment, you will get a chance to explore the dashboard functionalities in Tableau. Here we have to create a customer segmentation dashboard with various visuals. The first visual is a map view, which will give us the idea about the customers by state. What is the age range of our customers and what bank balance they have in their account. We need to create a dynamic histogram to achieve this particular visuals. Business is also interested in finding the male and female count. And for that, they are looking for the donut chart. Which jobs the customer are in. That will give a lot of understanding to the business about how to go about the offers so that they need more insights about the job profiles of customers. Create an interactive dashboard which will help business to take some quick actions and decisions in no time. Last but not the least, give business user an understanding about the difference between dashboard and the story in Tableau. So that is the use case which we have. That is what we have to basically work on. So let's go and understand the data set on which we are going to work. So here is the data set which we have. So we have the customer ID, we have the name of the customer, the surname of the customer, the gender, the age, the region, the job classification, the date joined, and the bank balance. Here if you concentrate, the customer ID, the age, and the balance are the numerical features. And at the same time, this customer ID is a numerical feature, but it's not a measure. The difference between the measure and the dimension is basically when we are summing up something, it will make some sense out of that. Or if I am doing some average, it will make some sense. For example, if I say that what is the average of the age, what is the average age of my customer, that will make a lot of sense. That will give us the understanding about what is the average age group we have. However, if you go and say that what is the average customer ID, it will not make any sense, right? So that is the idea. So here balance, age are my numerical columns. However, the customer ID is I will consider as a categorical. It's a category basically. because one customer ID is nothing but one customer. And so it's one of the category. That's the customer. Same way we have a date, which is a again category: January, February, March, all those things. We'll discuss more about dates later on. And rest are also categorical data only. So I'll connect this data with Tableau. I'll use public so that I can upload and you can download later on. It's a, I think, Excel file, I guess. Yeah, it's an Excel file. So I'll choose the file. Once I connected with the file, you can see that this is the output we are getting. This is the data which we have. The one thing which I need to change is the date. If you see that the date is coming as ABC, and I want to convert this ABC to a calendar dimension, which we have discussed in the last class also. I will just change this to click on the drop down and convert this to the date. So the calendar comes in. Now let me go to the sheet 1. Here is the data set which we have. Now if you see the requirement is nothing but it's saying that I want to create a map chart. I want to create a map view. If you go to your data set, you can see that the map, basically you have the England, Wales, Scotland and North Ireland somewhere. So these are the different locations which I have. There are 4 different locations in my data set. That is England, North Ireland, Scotland and the Wales, right? So now I want to create a map. And if you focus on Tableau and click on the show me, these are the 2 maps. This is one map chart and this is also one map chart. Now I want you guys to focus at this part. I want you guys to focus at this part, right? When I hover on the chart, you can see that below we are getting the details that if you want to create this chart, you need one geo dimension. And if you hover at this chart also, it is also saying that you need one geo dimension. So these are the 2 geo dimensions which we have. Like when you want to create these maps, you have to have the geo dimension. Geo dimension is nothing but that you see the globe icon. So that type of dimension. But in this data set, I see ABC. In the region, I see ABC. I'm not seeing that globe icon. The reason is when you are connecting the data with Tableau, and if your column names are country, state, city, and postal code. If the column names are country, state, city, and the postal code, then only Tableau will understand that it's a geo dimension. Here in this example, my column name is region. So Tableau is not understanding that it's a geo dimension. So basically, I will have to go ahead and I have to change this. By clicking on the ABC, I can click on the geographic role and I can say that state/province. Because England, Scotland, North Ireland and Wales are the states of United Kingdom. So I will click on this state/province. You can see that you got this globe type of icon. Plus you can see that you are getting 2 new fields. One is the latitude, second is the longitude. These 2 fields are automatically generated by Tableau because Tableau found out that there is a geo dimension available in the dataset. So I need this latitude and longitude because I have to go ahead and I have to create a map, and for that I need latitudes and longitude as well. So once I drag this region now in the center of this part, you can see that you are getting a map. Also, you will notice that here latitude and longitude both are coming automatically. Latitude is in the rows, longitude is in the columns. If I swap this, if I click on this swap, that means latitude is now in columns and longitude is now in rows. In that case, you can see that it is not giving me the map. So when you want to create a map, in that case, your latitude should always be in the rows and your longitude should always be in the columns. Else, chart will not get created.
If you have made it to this point in the video, do subscribe to this channel and click on the link in description to check out our data and tech courses. We offer an array of programs from top universities in India and abroad. Alright, now back to the lesson.
Now once you can see the chart is ready, but as of now I don't see where is England, where is North Ireland, where is Scotland. I don't see that. England and other location. These are the locations. England, Scotland, Wales, and North Ireland. These are the locations. But Tableau is not able to identify that. Tableau is saying 4 unknowns. Tableau is not able to find that. Why? Because when you are connecting with Tableau, as of now, I am in India. I am connected to Indian network. Suppose I am connected to UK network, then there will not be any problem. Tableau will automatically understand that these are the locations because I am connected to the UK network. But as I am connected to the Indian network, what Tableau is trying to do is Tableau is trying to find England, North Ireland, Scotland, and Wales in India. And that is obviously not possible because these states are not in India. So what I have to do is I have to tell Tableau that no, look at United Kingdom. I have to click on this 4 unknowns. I will have to edit the location. And here you can see that it is looking for these locations in India. I will change this and look for United Kingdom. And I click OK. And now you can see that you got the map. Here is the Scotland. Here is the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, North Ireland, and the Wales. Suppose if there are multiple countries, in that case, I cannot pass multiple countries in this. I can only choose one country at a time. I can only choose one country at a time. So when the data is for multiple countries, in that case, you have to tell your business that give me the country column also. Because once you give me the country column, I will tag that country column there. I will just select from the field, I will just select the country. Once I will select the country, automatically all the countries will get populated in the chart. So in this, I have only state column, that is region column. I should have one more country column if there are multiple countries with us. But as of now, we are dealing with only one country, so that's okay. I can directly hard code the value by passing here United Kingdom. Now, what is the requirement? The requirement here is that I want to know how many customers are there, right? How many customers are there in England, in Scotland, in Wales, in North Ireland? My question to you guys is, can I say I want to write a query like this? Select state, comma, count star from the table, group by state. That is what we are doing, right? If I think in a SQL terms, that is what we are doing. State count. So whenever you are creating a chart, actually you are doing a group by. Always. Suppose you are adding the gender also in this chart only. Then you are grouping by the state, comma, gender, comma, count star. So basically, data analytics is nothing but you are grouping the data at a different level and create the insights from that. That is the simple concept, right? I want to slice and dice the data at a different level and try to understand what's going on. What's the sales by gender? What's the sales by the age group? What's the sales by the location? What's the sales by the store, and so on. So basically, you are doing a group by, nothing else. So here also I want to do a group by. I want to find the number of customers in every states. So what will I do? If you remember in the last class, I told you that when we connect the data with Tableau, we get this count field, right? We get this count field. We have this count field, right? Now, if I drag this count field in the label, don't you think that your data will get broken by the different states, group by? So if I drag this in the label, you can see that you are getting the number of customers by different locations. In United Kingdom, there are 2157 customers. In the Scotland, there are 1124 customers. In the North Ireland, there is 210 customers. And in the Wales, there are 519 customers. So these are my number of customers which we have. My question here is, what if there are duplicates? As of now, we are not taking care of the duplicates. I want to know whether actually there are duplicates or not. So if you see customer ID, if I somehow go and find a distinct, we learned, right, distinct in the SQL. So if I somehow get the distinct customer ID, then I am removing the duplicates if there are any. So I will right click and create a calculated field, and here I will say number of customers. And why I am doing this? Because I want to check whether there are duplicates or not. So there are two functions. One is count function. Count will take care of, like, count will consider duplicates also. Count D will ignore the duplicates. It will just give me the distinct count. If you click on this here, returns the number of distinct items in a group. Null values are not counted. Each unique value is counted only once. So count D is distinct. I click OK. You can see that I got this value. Now, if you concentrate on this, I did the customer ID is coming in the blue color because I told you customer ID is what? Customer ID is a category. One ID is for one customer. So Tableau here is smart enough. You can see this color is a blue color. When I'm clicking on any of these pills, these are coming as a blue colors. Right? These are the dimensions. Dimensions will always be blue. However, if you see here, these are green colors. These are the measures. Measures will always be green. So basically, when you are doing or when you are having a number and that number by doing some aggregation makes some sense, in that case, those are greens. It's a continuous field. However, if you see the blue ones, these are the discrete, the dimensions. So now you got the number of customers because you are doing the count of the customer ID. So count is a number. So that's why it's coming as number. That's why it's coming below the gray line. We know what gray line is, right? This thin gray line. Anything above are the dimensions. Anything below are the measures, which you can see here in orange color. So number of customer is a measure. I did the count on that. And now if I drag this in the label, you can see that the numbers are exactly the same. The numbers are exactly the same, right? 2157, 519, 1124, 210. That means in my data set, there are no duplicates. So I don't have to create this number of customer fields, because again, it will be unnecessary calculation which we are doing on Tableau. So rather me creating this calculated field, I can use the count, right? Why should I create one extra field for finding the count? We already have one of the fields, which comes by default with Tableau. But I need to check with business first that I see as of now there are no duplicates. But do you think in future duplicates will be there? If business says that no, duplicates will never be there, in that case I am okay with this count field coming from the Tableau. But if business says that no, duplicates can be there, so in that case number of customers will help me to get the count, right? So basically that is the idea. As of now I am assuming that there are no duplicates, so I don't want this field. I will just go with the count. So removing this from the label. Also what I will do is count. Now count is a number, and when we are putting the numbers in the colors, what happens? The lower value will get the lighter color, the higher value will get the darker color. So if you see here, these are the lighter colors because the values are lesser, but you can see that this is a darker because the value is the highest. This value is also a bit of a darker because of the higher value. So it's a gradient type of color, lighter blue to darker blue type of concept. So this is my map coming in, which is showing me the number of customers in different states. Darker the color means more customers, lighter the color means less customers, because you put the count of the customers in the color. I can change this color also. Let's say I want to make it in some different shade, I can do that. Let's make it maybe some gray type of shade. I can give the color, and here you can see that there is a border. I can choose the border also. Border means what? Suppose I'm selecting red. You can see that you have this red borders, right? Borders at the land, edge of the land. So that border we are just creating. Apart from that, you can see that there are some extra land coming in here. Land, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium. So all these locations I don't want. I only want these locations, where I have the business. So I'll go in this drop down called map. There is an option of background layers. I click on that. Once I click on that, you can see that this is the part coming in. Here, if you click on this drop down, there are various options are there. Light color, normal color, right? The dark color, the street type of thing, the satellite type of thing, right? All those options are there. I'll go with the normal one. But here what I will do, I will wash out. Once I wash out, you can see that all the location has gone. In fact, here also the United Kingdom, if you make it 0, you can see that United Kingdom is coming there. Right? The text was there. But now when I am making it 100%, you can see it also gone. So everything is gone. It's just showing me the location where my business is there. Right? So you can get this option by clicking on the map, background layers. Also, I will drag this count in the label because I wanted to know in the label as well. And I will drag this region in the label also, which is like helping me understand about which region, which state it is. So this is my first chart, which is a map chart showing me the number of customers by state.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and colleagues. To catch the next episode, click below and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time.